In the last video I made talking about the situation between Call Me Carson, Katerino, and Fitz, I said that there would be some more developments in this situation. 4 hours ago, when writing this script, Katerino came out with a video giving her side of this situation. I wanted to break down the video and make it clear what her points are. I will again try to refrain from giving my personal opinions on the matter. I may critique Kate, but I will try to hold off on that too. Without any more wait, I'll dissect the video. The video is titled An Update, and about 23 seconds into the video, she mentions two important things to keep in mind when talking about this topic. She said her relationship with Carson was complicated, and she said she had a boyfriend at the time.
My relationship with Carson was very complicated. I had a boyfriend at the time.
Kate refers to his boyfriend at the time as my boyfriend at the time, or my ex-boyfriend, for the sake of anonymity. Kate goes on to say that her boyfriend at the time and Carson did not know about each other, and that she made it clear with Carson that Carson and Kate were not in a relationship, yet she still led Carson on.
And neither Carson nor my boyfriend at the time knew about each other. And while I was clear with Carson that Carson and I were not in a relationship, I still led him on and ended up hurting Carson and my boyfriend at the time very badly in the process.
In the last video I made, I did not refer to Kate as Carson's girlfriend. At least, I don't think I did. I looked over the script a couple of times and did not see anything like that, but I could be wrong. Regardless, the assumption that Kate was in fact Carson's girlfriend was wrong. At least that's what it looks like. However, as Kate said, she did lead on Carson into thinking that they were in a romantic relationship. The fact that Kate was not dating Carson, at least in her eyes, does not negate the fact that Carson had love and trust in her, and that Kate was helping Carson a lot during his battle with depression. Moving on, Kate mentions that she was seeing a therapist and was struggling with depersonalization. I had to rewind a couple of times to make sure I heard that right, and I also had to turn on subtitles and then rewatch the clip a few more times to make sure I heard it right. And she did say depersonalization. I wanted to make sure because I myself did not know what that meant, nor have I heard it, and I suppose some of you didn't know as well. I looked up what it meant, and here's what I found. My source is the Mayo Clinic, which is a major healthcare organization. So the definition is more trustworthy than, say, Wikipedia. Here's what it said. Depersonalization or derealization disorder occurs when you persistently or repeatedly have the feeling that you're observing yourself from outside your body, or you have a sense that things around you aren't real, or both. Feelings of depersonalization and derealization can be very disturbing and may feel like you're living a dream. Kate puts this in more simplistic terms and says that she felt like two different people living two different lives. She also says that she felt like a passenger in her own body. When she was talking about her struggle with conflicting emotions, feelings of confusion and uncertainty, this is when she said, quote, got involved with fits.
I am now seeing a therapist, and although I didn't realize it at the time, I was dealing a lot with depersonalization. And I was very lost and confused. And I didn't know what I wanted or what was important to me. And this was when I got involved with Fitz.
Now what I mean by that is during that time, she got involved with Fitz. By this, she is referring to the cheating on Call Me Carson with Fitz. And I say cheating lightly because Kate says that Carson and her did not have a relationship, but Carson says otherwise. So it's really kind of a weird thing now. She says she depersonalized and didn't know what she wanted. She goes on to say that she not only hurt Carson, but Fitz as well. She also says she hurt Carson and Fitz's friendship. After this, she moves on and starts to end the video with apologies to various people. Some of those people obviously being Carson, Fitz, and her ex-boyfriend, who remained nameless. She also apologizes to Tempo, which is a team of creators that she recently became part of, similar to Offline TV. She ends the video saying she expects no one to forgive her, and judging by the like to dislike ratio being 4,000 likes to 16,000 dislikes, I don't think many people have forgiven her. I looked at the comment section to see the general response from the people, and a lot of people did not like the response. After mainly watching commentary videos for almost 3 years now, I can say this response was not the best. It is not the points she made in her response that are bad, because those points cannot be disproven nor proven until Kate comes out with evidence that she does have depersonalization disorder, which no one should pressure her into doing. That being said, the response followed the classic format of many other responses. It's basically unedited, not scripted, has a short, all lowercase phrased title, and ends the video with her ending the video. I don't understand why people do this in general. The fact that it's unedited does not add much effect to it. I suppose it shows that the video is supposed to be the person, in this case Katerino, dropping their character and being real and honest with their audience. The response bugs me, and I don't think it is a solid one, because it feels like a video I've seen hundreds of times, but each time it's a different person. I found out about this response through the YouTuber and Twitch streamer Josh. He made a post with a Twitlonger link in response to the video. For context, Twitlonger is a site that allows you to add links to your tweet that has no character limit, so you are able to type out and write more and more things as opposed to a normal tweet. Josh's response to Kate's video is a strong, solid response. Josh makes points that Kate went in circles about how she was confused throughout her video. The quote being, "Talking in circles about how you were simply confused and whatnot still does not excuse your actions." The fact that she went in circles happens with all apologies and responses done in this fashion. Josh said that Kate said she made it clear to Carson that they weren't dating, but when in reality it was the opposite. He states, "Even though you may have thought that you made your intentions clear, you did the opposite. You made it seem to Carson, I believe, that a relationship at one point would be possible if it weren't for the fact that you lived across the country from one another." Both Kate and Fitz are silent on their Twitter and Instagram. Things will probably develop even more, but for now, this is what's public. Once again, creators are just people. Do not spread hate. They are human and they make mistakes. I am not saying what Katerino did was fine just because she makes mistakes. No. I'm saying she should not be sent death threats. Just don't spread hate. Thank you for watching, and I'll try to keep up to date on this topic.